La buona mattina e gli studenti benvenuti alla lezione Italiana 25. Adesso sono 8:32. Now, before we begin here, adesso means now. Okay, the word adesso means now. Okay, so whenever you hear the word adesso, it means now. And I will talk about that in just a moment when I give you my vocabulary for today. But we need to start off with the math problems from the last lesson. Una domanda. Quanto fa 38 più 17 fa 55? Una domanda. Quanto fa 54 meno 38 fa 16? Una domanda. Quanto fa 27 più 38 fa 65? Una domanda. Quanto fa 43 meno 29 fa 14? Una domanda. Quanto fa 13 più 32 fa 45? Una domanda. Quanto fa 21 meno 11 fa 10? Alright folks, we need to go to the vocabulary here. I'm going to turn this around just a bit so you can see it. Okay. Adesso means now. Right now, this very second now. Okay, and I said that just a minute ago. Now, 70 is 70. 71 is 71. 72 is 72. 63 is 73. 64 is 74. And so on and so forth until you reach 79, which is 79. Alright? Bene means good. Now, in a previous lesson, I had told you about ascoltare, and in another previous lesson, I told you about ripetere. Okay? And I also told you that there are imperative forms of these verbs. And what I mean by that is when sometimes you just give a command, okay? Sometimes you'll say, you sweep the floor, but in some cases you're just in a rush, you just say, sweep the floor, and they go and do it. That's a command. Anytime you're giving a command in Italian, that's an imperative form of the verb. So if I want you to listen, I'm not going to stand there and say, you listen. I'm just going to say, listen. In Italian, you have verb endings. ARE is one set of verb endings, okay, and I'll show you that in a later lesson, but ARE is the A conjugation of verbs. ERE is the E conjugation of verbs. So, if you want to change the ending of this word to indicate an imperative, you're going to change that A. See how that A is underlined right there? See how that A is underlined? We're going to change that A to an I, and we're going to drop the RE. So, when I say ascolti, I want you to listen. Ripetere. Now you see that E right there that's underlined? We're going to change that E to an A. And we're going to drop the RE. And when we do, we come up with ripeta. Ripeta. So, sometimes I'm going to tell you to ascolti e ripeta. That means you're to listen first, then you are to actually repeat what I've said. And I know sometimes I stutter. I would like for you not to do that, okay? So if I'm stuttering, do not repeat my stuttering, but when I say ascolti e ripeta, I want you to listen and then repeat. Okay? So, anytime you have an A conjugation verb and you want to give it as a command, you drop the ARE and you make an I at the end. If you have an E conjugation verb, you drop the ERE and you add the letter A. And that makes it an imperative. And I'll go further into this as we continue with our lessons. Alright, let's just go into this, shall we? Now, as I had been talking about in the previous lesson, I was talking about the preposition a in Italian, and in a further back previous lesson I was talking about the article the. Okay, do you remember that? I was talking about the article the, and I was also then talking about the article a, which means to or in or whatever. You get the general gist. Okay? Let me show you some of these forms then. Il studente, gli studenti. Okay? Now let me say it again. Il studente, gli studenti, allo studente, allo studente, and I think I've got that form wrong. Yep, I do. Sorry. I messed up. It actually should be lo. Sorry. Don't get up, get me on this. I caught it. Lo studente, gli studenti, allo studente, agli studenti, agli studenti. Okay? Lo studente, gli studenti, allo studente, agli studenti. Alright. Not as easy as it looks. La studentessa, le studentesse, alla studentessa, alle studentesse. This is the student, this is the female student, this is the female students, okay? This is to the female student, and this is to the female students. Il tavolo, I tavoli, al tavolo, I tavoli. The table, the tables, to the table, and to the tables. Il caffè, I caffè, al caffè, I caffè. The coffee, the coffees, to the coffee, to the coffees. Finally, l'orologio, I orologi, al orologio, all'orologio, all'orologio, I orologi, all'orologio, I orologi. You should take the time and look up these forms and start forming them for yourself, okay? Because it's well worth your effort, I assure you. And now, as if that wasn't enough, una domanda, quanto fa 47 più 29? Una domanda, quanto fa 38 meno 27? Una domanda, quanto fa 22 più 48? Una domanda, quanto fa 72 meno 34? Una domanda, quanto fa 53 più 17? Una domanda, quanto fa 78 meno 54? Well, you know what to do. I want you to put the translations below and also the answers. Yeah, bet you're going to have fun with those. I'll tell you more in the next lesson. Arrivederci.